The Soybean School on RealAgriculture.com is brought to you by Pride Seeds, Cruiser Max Vibrance Beans, High Stick NT, and the Manitoba Pulse and Soybean Grower.
Bernard Tobin here for RealAgriculture.com, coming to you today from Elgin County in Ontario, and joined by Sean Brenneman, Syngenta agronomist. Sir, welcome and thanks for the time.
Thanks, Brian.
Hey, last time we talked, you were making predictions on when planting would start. I see some corn planters rolling. It's early May. You're pretty good.
Yeah, I think I hit it right on there. I think my prediction was that last week in April, early May, snow was going to go and planters are going to start, so I'm happy with that.
Well, with a man with that type of skill, why not talk about soybean inoculants? And so, hey, soybeans are going to be rolling out here pretty soon. Let's talk about why inoculants are important and why the key role that they play.
Yeah, a great question. And I think it's important to remind people about inoculants at this time of year because it's something that's kind of seems small in soybean production, but if you do need an inoculant, it can make a big return and more yield for you if you do need it. So bacteria, the inoculants is very important because those bacteria are a living organism that infects the root hairs of the soybean plant, and it forms a symbiotic relationship and helps fix most of the nitrogen that plant needs through its life cycle.
Right. So Sean, I've seen a lot of research over the years on the payback on first-year soybean ground with inoculants. What about rotated ground?
Yeah, good question. Even on rotated ground, depending on the soil conditions and the environment, inoculants will pay. And what I'd say is, if you have sandier soil, if you've got pHs below 6.0, if you've got fields that were flooded last year, and when that water sits, you've got anaerobic conditions under the soil, the bacteria won't live. They're a living organism. So in those situations, even on rotated ground, if you've seen soybeans in the last couple of years, it probably will pay to put an inoculant down.
Right. Now what about, we talked a little bit off camera about multiple sources.
Yeah, especially on first year, I say virgin ground, but on first year ground, so if you've had hay down for a number of years, or if that field hasn't seen soybeans in probably over 4 years, I like to do 2 different sources of inoculant, and whether that be a liquid and a peat kind of base, but you can even go half rates of both if you want to, but those 2 different sources, just because, bacteria, you never know what environmental conditions one might do better than the other. So having multiple sources just helps guarantee, and it's that added insurance that you're going to get good nodulation and fixation. Yeah.
Now, how do you know whether your inoculant's doing the job?
Yeah, you want to get out there. So the actual you say the infection of that bacteria with the soybean plant takes place basically. You should be able to see it after emergence. Yeah. But if you want to get out there, usually at that second, third trifoliate, that's when the actual fixation starts to occur, and that bacteria is providing nitrogen to that soybean plant. So you want to get out there after emergence to like that third trifoliate. Pull the plant out, see if you've got those nodules forming, and that's the bacteria that are actually helping supply that plant. And then at that point, make a decision whether or not, I've got good nodulation or I don't have good nodulation.
Now, if you don't have the nodulation you need or the levels you want, what's the plan B here? What are your options?
In the last number of years, because this typically happens every year, where we see, whether environmental conditions or just somebody forgot to put some inoculant down, and we go back in and supply it with some additional N, so whether that's urea or some type of polymer-coated nitrogen. And I'd say the payback, typically, it's been all over the board. A lot depends on how much residual nitrogen or inorganic N is in the soil supplying that plant. So it's probably a good conversation to have with your certified crop advisor, agronomist, to ask them, in this case, would some supplemental N help pay me back? Yeah.
Okay. Well, great insights. And I guess the last question for you is, you predicted when planting was going to start. When are we going to be finished? What's going to happen in the next 3 weeks?
It's going to go fast and furious, and I'd say June 3rd, we're all going to have the planters parked and be enjoying the summer.
Awesome. Well, we'll hold you to that prediction. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Bern.